the protesters seem to actually be of mixed minds about the arrest. Some people actually are complaining about being arrested, which makes no sense. If you're willing to violate the law, which they clearly are, in order to make some kind of a point, then the rules of civil disobedience state that you want to be arrested, because your purpose is not to call into question the entire existence of law. Your purpose is to call into question a particular policy of the government, and you want to be arrested to make sure the law is upheld but your message is sent. So people who say, I'm engaged in civil disobedience and I refuse to be arrested, are kind of missing the point of the whole idea. On the other hand, the Republicans and Governor Pat McCrory have also stumbled of late by paying the protests a great deal of attention and unnecessarily increasing the rhetoric. You don't respond to these protests by saying they're all outside agitators from New York. Okay? Many of them might be. It doesn't make any difference. And most of the people there are clearly North Carolinians. So when you say it's nothing but a bunch of outside agitators, you are playing into the very role that the left wants you to play, which is essentially, George Wallace or something. I mean, people in the past who said it's nothing but outside agitators are usually the villains in the story. You don't want to be the villain in the story. You don't want to necessarily be the hero. You just want to respond appropriately. I think that everybody involved should calm down, number one.
You give that advice a lot.
But it's true. We had some legislators who called the Moral Monday protesters, said they were engaged in Moron Monday protests. Well, that wasn't very nice. You had the leader of the protests, Reverend Barber, William Barber, head of the NAACP, compare Republican policies, including tax cuts and so forth, to crucifying Jesus Christ. That is also a bit above the level of reasonable rhetoric. So everybody needs to calm down. Secondly, Republicans should understand they are being baited. That's the whole point. And when you are being baited, when you're a fish and the bait is dangling, it is your responsibility, it is in your interest not to bite.